Hey everyone, it's Brandon Schaefer. Thank you for tuning in. This is a really important video. I get asked this question all the time, and people are always wondering about blending and how to keep their paints wet longer. Can they use mediums or gels? Do I use any mediums or gels? No, I do not. I don't see the need to use any gels or mediums and mix all this goop into your paint and paint it on the canvas, have all this goop everywhere. I mean, it just makes everything so much more complicated than it has to be. Just use water if you need to, and don't use that much, and paint quickly, and or learn how to layer. There's a lot of things to get around this medium, and then you got to spend money on the gel mediums, and then you get discouraged because the medium isn't working and everything's mixing together all crazily and goopy, and I just don't even mess around with it. And you can play around with it if you want, try it out, maybe it'll work for you, but every time I've tried it, I don't like it. It doesn't work. It usually makes my paint wet for too long, and then I got to sit there and wait for it to dry. You know, the only medium that I use is this glazing liquid, acrylic glazing liquid, and I barely use this stuff anymore. The only reason to use this is to add some depth and some color to your work. It's the only reason I use this. Like if I think a mountain in the background needs a little more blue to it, a more bluish tone and a little bit lighter, I'll just put some glaze down on the palette, mix in some phthalo blue in there, just a little bit. 1 part paint to 10 parts or 9 parts glaze. 1 part paint to 9 parts glaze. And so I'll mix that together and throw it on, and then just paint it on there. And that's usually once the painting's done. This is final touches, just fixing things and tweaking things, adding some more dark there and lighten it up here. Glaze, that's the only thing I use. There's no other gloss, no medium, no gels. And then I'll use this varnish to finish it. When the painting is completely dry after a few days, I varnish it to make it look shiny and preserve the colors and preserve the painting. I don't use any mediums to keep my paints wet longer. That's very important. I don't mess around with that stuff, but thank you for the question. And if you have any other comments or questions, post them down below. I'd appreciate it. I'm always willing to hear from everyone and hear their input or question or comment, and I usually reply to all of them when I can, when I get the chance. Anyway, thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you wish to see more, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Don't get discouraged. Keep on painting. Peace, my friends.